Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So glad you could join us, and we finally did it. We got through the Mahan. The Mahan, I don't care how to pronounce it. I sold that as fast as I possibly could. That thing was garbage. The Tier 8 U.S. destroyer, the Benson, is a nice ship. Nice is too generic. It's a fantastic ship. So, what makes it fantastic? Well, first of all, the detection range. After the horrible 7.8 kilometer detection of the Mahan, the Benson has a nice, juicy little detection range of 6.4 kilometers. What that means is you have very close to the same detection range as most of the Japanese destroyers. The ones that are supposed to be all sneaky and stealthy and everything, yeah, you can see them just about the same time that they can see you. The difference is you have 5 very nice, very fast firing guns. Now, they're very similar to the guns on the Mahan, which were the exact same guns that you had all the way back at Tier 5 on the Nicholas. The one difference is they fire a little bit faster. It doesn't seem like much on paper. I believe the difference is 4 seconds on the Mahan and 3.3 seconds on the Benson. But believe me, it does make a difference. When you get in those close quarters knife fights with other destroyers, being able to dish out 5 guns zero point 0.7 seconds faster over and over and over really adds up very quickly, because every time you fire off a salvo at that other destroyer, you have a high potential of disabling things, their guns, their engine, their steering, all this fun stuff. So it really does make a difference. Another thing on it is, while the guns were not, the turrets themselves weren't very slow on the Mahan, these ones on the Benson are lightning fast. They just turn like you wouldn't even believe. You do not need the captain perk to make the turrets on this ship any faster. So knowing that I have great detection range and that I'm an absolute predator against other destroyers, I have no fear of going into caps like Delta here and just sticking my nose in there, because I know if I bump into another destroyer, no matter what, even the other Fletchers, the tier 9s that are in this game, I at least have a fighting chance. And if I bump into, I believe they have a Fubuki. If I bump into him, I will absolutely melt him with no fear whatsoever from me. So I actually kind of want to bump into other destroyers. It's a wonderful feeling. This ship is kind of empowering. Now, I mean, I remember very clearly when I was grinding up on my Japanese destroyers how much I absolutely feared the Benson. And every time I bumped into one, they could absolutely just run me down, because this thing without a speed flag goes 38.1 knots. And that's not even using your speed boost or a speed flag. It's ridiculous. Now, this thing, just in the right hands, is just so deadly. The guns are great. If you pair it up with premium smoke, you can sit in your smoke for a very long time, because for some reason US smoke just seems to last forever. And just gunboat. It does have the exact same torpedoes as the Mahan, which is 9.2 kilometers, which means that instead of just, like a kilometer and a half, now because of the detection range, you have a lot of room to work with to do stealth torpedoes. So in that regard, you become very deadly as well. So right now I'm kind of stalking this Iowa. I'm going to fire one right at him and then one ahead of him in case he turns out. And just make a nice little spread. It does have 2 centerline torpedo launchers that fire 5 torpedoes each. So if you kind of stagger them a little bit, and you can see my torpedo wall forming right there. Now, am I going to one-shot that Iowa? Absolutely not. No way in hell. But if you were paying attention, he had it set on fire right there, and he just put it out. Now, look at the series of events that happens now. He sees the torpedoes. He's turning away from them. So what does that do? Yes, he's going to get hit with less torpedoes. At the same time, I know from having played my Iowa on a regular basis that repair period only lasts, I think it's roughly 15 or 20 seconds, and he just got flooding. And quick glance at his hit point pool, and yep, the flooding is sticking. His repair period was down, and he's on fire. So yeah, he's kind of as good as dead. That was a very poor decision on his part. If he had turned into the torpedoes, he might have taken one extra torpedo. But, yeah, I don't think he's going to survive this. You would think by tier 9 you would learn better, but, guess not. The other two cruisers that are hiding above the island in the north are really not helping him out at all. You could see on my team down below me. Yep, there goes the Iowa. Flooding. Yay. Thanks for that easy kill, Iowa. My team behind me is forming a nice little line. I've been scouting ahead of them because I'm not afraid of any of the other destroyers. So my team knows that there aren't any destroyers nearby, so they don't have any kind of fear. I do a quick check with the torpedo guide right there and realize that Colorado is AFK and tell my team that. And then I ping the map up north where the other two cruisers were in case they've forgotten because, well, yeah, internet, you know, people have short memories. And I'm going to start making my way over to Bravo to try and take that cap. The western flank was obviously outgunned and outnumbered. They are in full retreat and have lost a couple ships already. And my wonderful destroyer cruising skills just landed me into the island. I don't have any excuse for that one. I just wasn't paying attention to where the big giant unmoving rock in the middle of the water was. Fired off a couple torpedo sets because I have nothing better to shoot them at, and who knows, might get lucky, might hurt it. Looks like he's turning off. Oh well. Didn't hurt me at all. I'm primarily a gunship, so what I need to do is find a good opportunity to be a gunship. So again, we're going to start working over towards Bravo. I've got a cruiser that's shooting the narrow gap, which I normally don't recommend just because it's a good ambush spot for destroyers. I'm personally going to go wide around this angle, or around this island. Maybe get a few shots off in the car. I'm spotted. Oh my goodness. Hello, Fletcher. His guns are pointed the other way. He's about to ambush the crap out of that cruiser. Oh, Otago. You know, well, let's see how this develops. They are point blank on each other. They both send torpedoes. Fletcher dies, and so does the Otago. And they killed each other. It was so simultaneous that neither one of them even got it's just a flesh wound award. Well, on the bright side, at least they both got devastating strike awards. Hey, the Colorado isn't AFK anymore. He just is running World of Warships on a Pentium 2, apparently. Welcome back to the fight. I'm glad you're half health. I'm going to start making my way closer to you because now we have a cruiser that went up the middle for some reason, this Chapnev, if that's how you pronounce it. I give up trying to pronounce the Russian cruiser names. Yeah, he's in a bad situation because that Colorado could hurt him pretty severely. He did Cat B, so good for him. Do a quick check over there. Yeah, the cruisers are too far away to help this Colorado, and there's nobody off to the west. So let's just start opening our guns up and making ourselves annoying. And you can see this really fast fire gun. I'll have 3 salvos in the air before the first one hits. And you're like, that's not really doing much damage. I don't know, 300 to 600 damage per shell. That adds up very, very fast. It's kind of scary how fast it adds up, actually. Especially if you throw a couple fires in the mix. And speaking as somebody who primarily plays battleships, it's very, very annoying to have, well, even a cruiser, but mostly one of these U.S. battleship or destroyers just spamming HE on you. It's just so annoying and so distracting, and you just want them to go away and stop. Alright, so here comes the flank back. There's a Mogami and a North Carolina. So for me, the biggest threat is the Megami. I can do laps around that North Carolina all day. So my torpedoes are up, and he's just barely in range, but he is going full speed, and he's coming around an island. Now, typically, players, and you can see the indicator move a little bit. Players tend to slow down when they're coming around corners of an island like this, or they'll even straighten out and cut the angle. So I'm kind of holding off right now. Oh, yeah, yep, so you can see, he's slowing down, but he's not straightening. So he's literally just cutting engines. So I'm going to fire one as far back behind him as I can, and then a little ahead of him in case he changes his mind and starts going forward again. Now, looking at the map, they just took Charlie, and it had to have been one of the destroyers. They still have 2 left. So that destroyer did one of 2 things. Yep, he went up the middle. There he is. Okay, Taskinet. It's a tier 8 Russian. I know his weakness is he has slow-moving turrets. He has a lot bigger hit point pool than me, though. So I need to make him turn. Yep, there he goes. Okay. So now he only has his front 2 guns. Now, pay attention right there. You see how his guns are turned away from me? He's aiming his torpedoes right there. So, I'm already turning my ship away. I did land a torpedo back there, but not enough time to check, cuz holy crap, there are all the torpedoes. Oh goodness. Okay, well, time to show off the good maneuverability of the Benson. Yeah, just got out of the way of that. Whoa. And my awesome teammates helped finish him off. Whew. Okay, well, that was a close one. That torpedo definitely would have killed me. I do not have any upgrades on the Benson yet. I literally just bought this ship last night. I have owned it for less than 24 hours and played maybe 4 games into it, and this was number 4. So yeah, that torpedo would have been the end of me. That Megami just took a massive shot. Okay, so let's get in range of this North Carolina. And we're going to fire off our torpedoes here. I'm going to fire one at him. And then one slightly behind because it looks like he's changing his angling. We're going to swing out from... not slam into our teammate Iowa there. I've already fired my torpedoes. There's not much else I could do, especially with that Megami still alive. And now, okay, yeah, we're just going to make ourselves annoying and fire our guns. See if we can maybe catch them on fire. Just make them fire at me instead. And it looks like we're going to get lucky with at least a couple of those torpedoes. 1, 2, yup, 2 torpedoes. Thank you. Got flooding, but it looks like he repaired it. I mean, that North Carolina is going head on with an Iowa. He's not going to walk out of this one alive. But I will be happy to assist in his early demise. Now, who's he pointing his guns at? Is it me or the Iowa? That's a very good question. He's pointing them at the Iowa. Alright, so let's just maintain. Nope, guns are pointing at me now. Guns are pointing at me. Oh yeah. Cutting engine, popping smoke. I think I did it too late. But thankfully he was firing AP. And so AP just punctured right through me and did very little, and I'm just going to sit here and peck him to death. Which is something that the Benson does spectacularly. Just a little, 800, 300, here, there, 600. It adds up real fast. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a fun game. See you next time.